Hi, my name's Jessie Festa of Jessie on a Journey, and today I'm going to be talking about a question I'm often asked by my readers: how to go about volunteering in Ghana. So, I would say start out by reading some blogs, doing some research, see what people who have volunteered in Ghana have done, what their experiences have been, if they've traveled on weekends, where they went, so you can kind of see what destination you might want to be at. Cape Coast has the slave castles, and they also have a lot of natural experiences, but the Volta region, has some great waterfall hikes and visiting the lake, so kind of think about what you want. I volunteered in a place called Achiaze, really, really kind of small village, had a little town, but it was a very immersive experience for me. I spent a lot of time at the orphanage, and that's kind of what I wanted out of it. So read blogs, see where you want to go, see what other people's experiences were, and you'll also be able to show anyone who's concerned about you volunteering in Ghana, other people have done this and they've found it to be enriching and worthwhile and safe. Because, I never felt unsafe in Ghana personally. I'm, a small girl. I was traveling with one other girl, and we always felt fine. So, just show people that it is a great destination, because not that many people travel there, and there are a lot of worthwhile reasons to travel there. So next you're going to want to start to think about what type of program you want to do. So along with thinking about, do you want to do a medical placement? Do you want to work in an orphanage? Do you want to, be a sports coach? You're going to want to think about your budget and how that's going to affect the experience. So you'll notice some of the programs are a lot cheaper, and some of them go up into the thousands. And that is because sometimes you'll be put up in these really great hotels, and you might have a private chef or, these great amenities, but at the same time, the cheaper programs often give you this immersive experience. So for me, I always go through International Volunteer Headquarters, and it's a very, very affordable program. They give you support, they give you a packet beforehand letting you know what to expect and how to prepare, what vaccinations you need, that kind of thing. And they also put you up with homestays or, living and lodging right in the village with other volunteers. You'll have home-cooked meals, and, the woman who cooks for you or the man who cooks for you, you might be, teaching them English or teaching them a skill. So it's very hands-on. You're really, really immersed in the culture, which is amazing. And to me, the reason, along with helping people, that you would want to go to Ghana, you want to learn about the culture. So that's a great thing. You're also going to want to really mentally prepare. So you're going to be arriving into Accra. The city is it's loud, it's dirty, it's crazy, it's traffic, it's a lot to handle. So just mentally prepare. I still found it to be safe. I never really felt unsafe. At night don't go walking alone, but at the same time, just know that it's going to be loud and crazy, but also know that not everywhere in Ghana is like Accra. There are a lot of other quiet places. Cape Coast and the Volta region are two of my favorite destinations. Or really nearby to Accra, less than an hour, is Kokrovidi, and it's just this kind of, Rastafarian beach town. It's great. So just know that, your different location options, and also, don't be freaked out as soon as you get there. You're going to have a little culture shock, but it'll go away. Just give it some time. Be prepared about the public transportation. You're going to be taking the Trotro, which is, some people call it a chicken bus. It's very cheap, very, very tiny bus. Sometimes they're bigger buses, but usually a very, very tiny bus, if you want to call it that, and they cram a lot of people into it. So it is very intimidating at first. You might want to write down the destination that you're trying to get to, just to show the bus drivers, or, if you're asking for directions, just to have it written down so that, people might not understand your accent, or you might be saying the destination wrong. Have it written down so you can show people where you want to go, and then they could point you in the right direction. Also be prepared that people are going to be shouting the word Abruni at you. And it translates to mean foreigner. They don't mean it meanly. They're not screaming foreigner at you. I mean, literally they are, but what they're asking is, to have a conversation with them. They want to know more about you. They want to know why you're in Ghana and what you do. So, just don't be offended by it. Take it as an opportunity to meet locals. A lot of people will be yelling at you, so obviously you can't say hi to everyone, but, just take the opportunities that you can, and be prepared for the orphanage or the volunteer experience itself. So when I walked into the orphanage, some of the kids were super shy and didn't want to talk, and some of them wanted to latch on and play right away, and, some of them have cuts, and some of them are playing with old toys, and at first it can be a little, heartbreaking, but at the same time, realize you're going to get to know these kids, and as hard as their life is, they do find joy in a lot of things. We used to play car and house with old tires and old tuna cans. We would, pretend to drive to the grocery store, and we just had a great time, deflated soccer balls. We'd still play soccer. We'd have fun, and the kids would laugh. And at the end of the day, that's why you're there, is to make them laugh and have fun. And if possible, do something a little different. So you might want to do some fundraising beforehand. I did leave a can out at the pizza places, and you can honestly make a lot of money from People's Loose Change. It's really not a bad idea. And then also maybe try to start thinking about some innovative projects you can do. So someone in my group did a chicken coop. We built a chicken coop. We ordered chickens, and the kids got to eat an egg every day. So they had an increase of protein, which was something their diets were really lacking. And then when there was extra eggs, they also got to sell them at the market. So a way for the older kids to make some income. So yeah, you might want to try to think of something innovative that hasn't been tried yet to really help these people. So yeah, it's basically just being mentally prepared, and doing some research, seeing what other people have done, and how their experience was. So thank you for listening. This is Jessie, and you're watching Travel Answers.